My name is Kayla, and I decided to do my project on drug overdoses and what we can do to help out those in need. So, my project has an emphasis on people who live in inner cities, especially college students. So, here some facts about drug overdoses. It is the fourth leading cause of death in the United States, which is more than some terminal illnesses. And from March 2020 to March 2021, there were almost 97,000 deaths from overdoses in the United States, which is crazy. And out of the 50 states, Ohio is ranked number 4 for overdose deaths, which is a huge problem. And out of all the cities in the US, Dayton, Ohio is ranked number 1. So on this picture to the left of the screen, it has the United States mapped out. The really dark blue colors signify a large number of overdose deaths, and then the light blue are a lower one. As you can see, the bottom left of Ohio, they have a lot of dark ones around, I want to say, Cincinnati and Dayton, like expected. And then there's a lot of darker ones around the East Coast. And then I think with education on how to point out an overdose and how to like reverse one, we can save a lot of lives and hopefully get that number down. Who's affected? Obviously, people of all ages are affected by drug use, but the most common age to use drugs is from 18 to the mid to late 20s. That's like around the general age of college students, which is why I try to aim my presentation at that group. Even though drugs are used everywhere, cities and college campuses are the most affected, probably because of the living conditions and the high population. Um, Out of the 3,500 colleges in the US, Miami University Oxford is ranked 41 for having a heavy drug use problem, which I had no idea of. And once again, the users are not the only ones affected. If they die, they leave behind families, children, like everything. So I'm going to show two videos of two families that were affected by overdose deaths. The first one is a family and their 4-year-old
son. A man
son.
and a woman overdosed on heroin with a 4-year-old child in the back seat and were arrested. The pictures an Ohio Police Department released Thursday are shocking, but they're just one example of a scary national trend.
Yeah, so those two parents overdosed in the car, and their 4-year-old son was left alone.
A man and a woman
This is the second video. It's about an 18-year-old girl.
18-year-old Teslyn Russell was found dead in her family's home on December 30th.
This family has stayed very private until now, sharing their story with CTV's Catherine Latham today. Kathy.
Well, that's right. Bob and Riley Russell thought they would stay silent until they knew exactly how their daughter died. They've been waiting on toxicology results, but that may still be another month. And Bob Russell today saying they can't hold their silence anymore. He spoke to us via Skype from a business trip in California because he says staying silent, he fears more people could be hurt. And so he's hoping their story might save lives.
So with those two videos, we have one person that is on the younger spectrum of drug use and two people that are on the older spectrum. So it really does affect everyone.
18-year-old Teslyn.
What does an overdose look like? So there's usually like the question when you see someone, you wonder if they're just too high or if they are actually overdosing. When in doubt, I would just assume that they are overdosing. That way you can get them help because regardless, they probably need it because if you are so like incoherent that like you like or out of it that you can't even tell if someone is like alive, then you need help. If someone's really high, they'll still be like kind of conscious. You might see them nod out and like scratch themselves, and they'll have like a really limp body, but they will still have like be receptive to light and noise. Like they will still be able to like respond to some things. If someone is overdosed, they're going to be unconscious and they'll probably have shallow breathing and discoloration of their fingers and lips. Like I said, when in doubt, seek help either way because they do need help either way. These are some pictures to see like what an overdose looks like. On the right, you can see that like they can't be woken up. They might be choking. They're going to be cold. They'll have really small pupils. There's going to be discoloration of the lips and the fingers, like I said. They're going to be disoriented, and their breathing is going to be shallow or absent. That causes the discoloration and the other things. Yeah, the breathing is what kills them. And then on the left, we see call 911 immediately. You want to give them CPR if they're not breathing very well and administer naloxone if you have it. It's just really important to call 911 first. That way they can be on their way while you're giving the person help. What to do if someone overdoses? If someone has overdosed and you think so, like I said, call 911 because they need to be on their way while you're helping them. Administer naloxone. It's a drug that can reverse an overdose. It's legal to carry and can save someone's life. If you aren't sure if they have overdosed, still administer the naloxone because if they aren't overdosed, it will not harm them. So it's better safe than sorry, so just administer it. If they don't respond after one thing of naloxone, you can administer it again and as many times as needed. And like I said earlier, if everyone carries naloxone, more people can be saved. It is legal to carry, so I think everyone should probably have it on hand because someone might need your help. And then this video right here, it shows how to administer naloxone. So all 4 of these items are naloxone. It's just there's different kinds of naloxone. So the most popular one is Narcan. It's one on the very left. It's a nasal spray. So they're going to show you how to administer Narcan. There's no sound on the video, so I'll be talking. So it says once it's been identified, administer one of the 4. Most common is Narcan, like I said. The other ones are a little bit more complicated to put together. That's why I think Narcan is the most popular. You're going to peel back the package and remove the device. And then it says hold it with your thumb on the bottom and your 2 fingers on the nozzle. It's kind of like a syringe, so you can just think of it that way. It's pretty easy to use. And then it says hold the tip of the nozzle in either nostril until your fingers touch the bottom of the nose. That just means you want it to be all the way in their nose, because once your fingers hit, it's going to be good to go. And then you're going to press your thumb and it's going to shoot it into their nose. Narcan is the most popular. All of our first responders carry it, so there's no reason why we shouldn't as well. So in conclusion, drug use is a real problem and overdoses do kill people. So if you or someone you know is struggling with drug use, call the number and reach out for help. I have it listed in the PowerPoint, but overall, I think we should all start carrying naloxone or Narcan to help the ones that we see, because it usually takes people to hit rock bottom until they ask for help. So if you see someone overdosing and you give them naloxone, you can be that last call for hope that they need to go get help. But that's all I have for today. Thank you.